So for me, going that way, the highest I could go or fastest I could go was 22. And then on the way back, I did hit 29.
When you hit 29, did it stay at 29?
Yeah, it stayed at 29.
Oh, okay.
That's about it. And then going up that hill over there.
I went 11.
11. I think that's pretty standard with other e-bikes as
And
well.
I was on level 3.
Level 3, yeah.
So I don't know if I had it on a higher level, if I
No.
would have gone fast. No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, that's all we got. All right, today we're going to do a quick review on the HOVSCO HovGTRS, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Let's get to it. I mean, it wasn't, was it? It was kind of a pain when we first got it, right?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's a shipping problem or if it's some other problem.
Right, when we first received it in the mail.
All right, so we've had this bike for 6 or 8 months, probably.
At least.
The first time we rode it was Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, a week and a half ago?
Yeah, a week and a half ago. I'm just gonna start off with this. The reason it wasn't sunshine and rainbows the entire time is whenever we first got this, you know, you put it together just like any other e-bike. When we first got ours, the front brake rotor was bent. Hopefully that's showing up. I probably have better pictures and I'll insert that. So the front rotor was bent and there was no saving it. So I let them know and they did send out a new one pretty quick. I probably got it, you know, maybe 4 to 5 days later. Okay, so then after I reinstalled or installed the new brake rotor, I was able to put on the front wheel, and then I was basically trying to straighten out the wheel with the handlebars and I couldn't quite get it. Everything looked just a little off. And turns out my forks were bent also. Basically one of the legs was either pushed down or pushed up. I'm not sure which one it is. It might be this one over here. This little piece is cocked that way and this one might be slightly bent as well. So the wheel would sit crooked inside the fork, and therefore you couldn't really line up the handlebars with the wheel. If you did manage to do it, the forks were turned this way and the wheel was pointing that way. I let them know and they wanted me to do a bunch of different alignment tests. We went back and forth many times. And then it just kind of sat there, you know, bent for the longest time. And then a few months later, they finally sent a new set of forks and I installed them like a week and a half ago and we were finally able to ride the bike. So that's where we're sitting at right now. Now we'll go over all the features and specs real quick and then we'll give you our honest opinion about this bike. So this is the HOVSCO HOVGTRS. This one has a max load capacity of 450 pounds. The max speed is up to 28 miles per hour, and that is if you unlock it, which you can do. It's pretty easy to do. The motor back here is in the hub, and it is a 750 watt motor, but I think it can go up to 1500, you know, whenever it surges. The range average per charge, and this is, I believe, with electric only, it says 25 miles. That's just electric only. But if you're doing pedaling and all that kind of stuff, you know, they claim like 70 something miles, which is pretty far.
What?
That's what
70 miles.
Yeah, if you're doing pedal assist and stuff like that.
I thought you meant speed. I was like,
no.
No one wants to go 70. I don't want to.
This one is a 48 volt 15 amp hour battery right here. So here on the side of the battery, this is where your key is gonna go. You get 2 keys basically to unlock it. If you want to bring this inside for wintertime or charge the battery inside, you unlock the battery and then you can lift it out of place just like that. And that's super easy. And then of course to reinstall it, you're gonna put that back on there, pop it down, and then lock the battery in place. Another cool thing about this one at least is you don't need the keys to to ride the bike. Basically, the key is to unlock and lock the battery. And then on the other side over here, this is where you're going to charge it with your little charger that it does come with. And then of course, this is the off button. Basically, you want to turn the battery on or the bike on, and that's basically how you get power to the rest of the bike. Charging time for that battery is around 5 hours, and this thing weighs around 77.38 pounds, okay? So here's a closer view of the headlight. It is pretty cool. We haven't ridden this at night, so I don't know what it actually looks like on the road. This is what the tail light looks like, and whenever you push the brakes, it does light up. Is it still on? Yeah, there you go. It might be a little harder to see. So to hit the blinker on the little pad up here, you do have to hit it twice quickly, and then it will start blinking on the back, and it'll blink like that if you leave it for like 10 seconds, and then it'll automatically shut off. Same thing for the right-hand side. For the headlight, you do have to hold that down for 2 to 3 seconds, and then the light will turn on. Yeah, I was thinking that this white ring was going to be an LED glow, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the beam right in the center. It is pretty cool though. Up here on the handlebars, of course, you're going to get your front and rear hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear. So here is the front one that I replaced. Back one is right back here. You do get a Shimano 7-speed quick shifter right here. And same thing for the derailleur, it is also a Shimano. Suspension or shock right here in the center. In my opinion, it is a little tight. I might see if I can loosen that up just a little bit. And then of course you get your front shocks as well. So you're gonna get your regular bike handles right here. Your throttle is going to be right there, which I just pushed it and moved it. You're gonna get your power on button for your screen right here. Don't worry, it doesn't blink like that. That's just the camera. Pedal assist up or down. You just use these buttons right through here. Pedal 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you can also cycle through the other information in here. So this says the last trip was 2.2 miles. That was Lauren doing her little speed test. On here it says we've done a total of 37 miles. You do get a battery indicator right up here, which you can also see on the battery right down here. You push that button right there. The main feature of this bike that we were really excited about was the big banana seat right here.
So this thing just...
Yeah, you can hit the record button on top and it'll stop.
is recording me this whole time?
Yeah.
Why would I want it to record me?
Why not?
Because all I'm doing is sitting there riding a bike. Can't I just turn it around?
Yeah, you can. Let me show you. This one's an easy release. It's magnetic right there. Like that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So.
What? Let me see that. That's amazing. That's the coolest thing in the world. Okay, today we're going e-biking. We're using this new e-bike that Joe got a while ago and we haven't used it yet.
Had some bent forks.
It has some bent fork, but it has a banana seat, right? That's what it's called, right? Banana.
Yeah.
Banana seat. And so that's pretty cool because none of our other ones have that. I think that would make... How do you like that seat so far?
It's great so far. Great.
What's great about it?
It's not yours. It's nice.
Yeah, I could...
Yeah, it's really nice to sit on. Long term, I guess we'll find out. Looking for the perfect stick.
Okay, he's looking for the perfect stick. That could take all day.
Wedge.
Today we're biking on this trail in Council Bluffs called Wabash Trace Trail, right? And apparently it's like 62 miles long. You can go all the way or you can go however far you want, obviously. So that's kind of cool. And we're at one of the rest stops that's like a little over 1 mile in, I think. And it's got this cute little picnic table with the little cover on it. And so Joe had an idea. He had a thought, so we had to stop because every time Joe has a thought, you have to stop what you're doing.
What?
And you have to...
I do not. Just trying to
allow the thought to come to full fruition in order for his MacGyver skills to accomplish what needs to be accomplished.
Yeah, I just need a wedge in there.
This is everyday life. If you're with Joe, this is what happens
is
almost every day. And he'll say it's not because he doesn't even notice now when it happens. It happens so frequently.
What happened? What's happening?
You using some MacGyver skills. Look, he carries his own Allen wrench wherever he goes. He has his. We're literally we're on e-bikes, and he has a toolkit with zip ties and whatever the essential tools are for, you know, just any moment on a trail or a bike ride or whatever. So that's what happens in this life.
See, I got it.
If you want to see more of Joe's little MacGyver skills, like daily MacGyver skills, leave a comment and let him know. Because he doesn't think it's anything special, but I think it's special. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, well, we're going to get back on the trail. And this
Ready,
time
Freddy.
I'm going to face you guys forward so that you can actually see the beautiful path that we're on, because it's really pretty.
Would you say, whoa, Bash? Yeah, this seat is way more comfortable. Yeah, if you want. Yeah. Oh, is this a tunnel? I'll turn on my headlight for you. Maybe. There it goes.
Okay, this trail is supposed to have something like 76, I think 76 or 72 bridges. It's a bike riding kind of day, isn't it?
It sure is.
I
I'll say
feel like
that.
we're total novices compared to some of these people on this trail.
Why?
Because they're really serious about the biking,
I think this
Cycling.
bike's kind of noisy.
cycling. Yeah, yours is noisier than mine.
Maybe it just needs to be broken.
Yeah. Do you want to go faster? We can go faster. I was kind of chilling. Oh. I said there's a lot less pedaling when you leave it on the second gear. I had it in the first gear the whole time, so I was just kind of constantly pedaling.
I said like pedal assist 1 or 2?
Pedal assist 1 was what I was on. Now I'm on 2, and I'm like not pedaling at all. When I do pedal, it's like, whew, it really takes off. Put it back down to level 1. Ooh, this one's a little crooked. Ooh! Scary. Well, fun. What?
Yeah, I don't know if mine has a horn. Yeah, I don't think mine has one. If it does, I haven't found it yet. Okay, now we're going to give you our honest opinion about riding this bike, and I'll let Lauren go first. Do you have any pros or cons or opinions about the HOVSCO HOVGTRS?
I found a couple of cons.
Okay, you want to start cons? Okay.
Yeah, and I would say that one of the cons was the handlebars. What are those other ones called that I like?
I'm not sure.
Paddles? Like
Yeah, they kind of
paddle
look like paddles. I'll insert a picture of what the other one looks like.
I just thought those other ones for me were more comfortable.
Okay.
I also prefer, like, there's a lot going on this side, not as much going on this side. So it was like when you're trying to go and you want to
Pedal
like,
assist up or down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it was like, oh my gosh, I only have one thumb, and
And
there's
you have
so
to
much
remove
to
your
do.
hand to change things?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I'm not a big fan of that.
I might be able to slightly move things closer together, but I don't know if that would fix
No,
it.
I don't want them closer together. I want them on different hands.
Oh, on different
That's
hands. Okay.
my preference. And I prefer to have the throttle on
On that side.
this side.
Okay.
That's me.
And that might be, yeah, I think that would be
Oh, okay.
changeable if we needed to. Like if you were going to be riding this every day, I could potentially move this to this side.
Okay. Another con would be that it's, again, personal preferences. It's a little like small. You sit on it,
Yeah.
you're a little bit more bunched together.
Okay.
So I felt like riding it for a longer period of time, that was not something that I wanted to do, just
Okay.
because for me, that felt not the best. And then my last con would be the seat. When you sit on the seat, for me, I don't know if it's for girls maybe or something like that, but my knees would go out, and then
Because the seat's so wide?
yeah, because
Okay.
the seat's so wide. So I already have like knee kind of issues or whatever. If I want to pedal, it started to get uncomfortable on my knees.
Because your
after a
legs
while.
are kind of spread out.
Yeah.
And you're pedaling
More
sideways.
than like a normal bike seat or
Gotcha.
whatever.
Okay.
So that would be my last con.
Okay.
And then for pros, for me, would be
The seat also?
Yeah. Because I do really like how it feels otherwise.
Right.
Just if I was going to ride this bike, I would not pedal. That's where I'm at with it. But I like the seat, and I like how big it is, and it's pretty comfortable. As far as bike seats are concerned, it's pretty comfortable if you're not going to pedal.
Yeah.
And then pros, it's easy to use. I have ridden now a couple of e-bikes, and I would say this one is just as easy, if not maybe easier. Well, I don't know about easier, but it's just as easy as any other ones, because I've ridden, I think, one bike that was more difficult, and I was like, I don't really want to
Yeah.
do that. It did take us, I mean, we didn't really read the user manual
No.
or whatever.
I mean, I
so-
did, but it doesn't,
Oh.
some things it doesn't give you
Oh,
all the information
Okay.
about.
So it took us a minute to figure out how to do some of the, the blinkers and stuff like that.
Right.
But otherwise, once you have that down, or once you know how to use it, it's pretty decent.
I mean, overall, it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so my pros and cons are pretty much the same. The grips, whenever you're riding for a long time, they kind of get a little uncomfortable. Same thing with, like you mentioned, with the pedal assist buttons. It seems like they are kind of far over, so you do have to remove your hand from the grip or handlebar to push a button over here. Again, I don't know if I move these closer together, I don't know if that would make much of a difference or not. I didn't really use the gear shifting too much because, again, my pro and con are kind of the same for the seat. The con is whenever you sit on it and you want to pedal, your legs spread open because it's so wide. However,
I like to use the word splay out.
splay out. Okay, that's a fun word.
Okay.
And the pro is the seat because it's so big and comfortable. It's not like your regular bike seat. You can sit on this for a longer amount of time and your butt won't hurt.
Yeah.
That's basically what it comes down to.
And that is, for me, that's always a thing.
That's always a thing. And with our other e-bikes, they're just the regular seats, and you can only ride them for so long. At least we can only ride them for so long. So this was a much more comfortable ride. Also, like she said, this one is real easy to ride in general. I mean, for me, it's pretty comfortable to sit on. Since the bike is kind of short, you're kind of quick and nimble. You can turn around a little bit narrower.
I agree with
which
that.
I like. The front shocks, I mean, yeah, you can't adjust the front shocks. I believe you can adjust the shock underneath the seat. It is pretty stiff, but other than that, I don't know. It's real easy to It's real easy to ride. The brakes work great. In the manual, it does say you have to use them like 15 or 20 times for them to kind of like break in. And I was noticing that whenever we first started riding it.
Oh, okay.
The front brake worked really good, but the back brake, it seemed a little squishy, and that was because it wasn't quite broken in yet. And now it is broken in, and it does stop.
Yeah, I just
Pretty
went down
quick.
several hills. I went down like
Yeah.
the hill up there twice, and this one,
Yeah.
it was.
And then the other thing, you do get a bike app if you're into apps. Yeah, it's not anything crazy, but it can do all the same things as the screen will do. If you go to the My Settings page or your profile page and go to eBike classes, you can see this one is now technically a class 3. It says it can go up to 28 miles per hour, which you did how much? 28, 29?
I did 29, but again, it was on like
Slight downhill,
downgrade,
but
yeah.
not a whole lot. So
Very
yeah,
slight, very
it
slight.
does come with an app. There is a couple like button sequences that you have to do right up here, and then change a setting on the screen, and that's it. And then you can go into the app and change it from class 2 to class 3. That's what the app looks like. It also comes with a manual and your warranty card. Inside of here, you can scan a QR code to register your bike. There was another thing that I was going to mention whenever I was getting this connected to my phone through the app and all that kind of stuff. When you're following the instructions, it tells you to scan a QR code underneath the screen, which is actually incorrect. You need to scan your register card right here, and that's how you get your app to connect with the bike. The quick start guide on the app when you're setting it up was slightly off, and it was a little frustrating, and I could not figure it out. And then I happened to see that QR code in the warranty card thingy right here, and then I was able to get it to connect. That's it. That's pretty much all I got. I mean, overall, it is a really good bike. I just had a couple of issues whenever we received the bike. The bent brakes and the bent forks. I don't know if that was, again, from shipping. I don't know if they dropped the bike or set something really heavy on it or what. I'm not 100% sure. So I can't really technically hold that against HOVSCO. It just took a little while for them to send everything out. That's basically it. Overall, it is a pretty nice bike with a couple minor our own opinions why we don't really like some things about it, but there is a lot of pros as well. I did add this little bag on the back for the tools that comes with it. This part does not come with it. Okay, well that's pretty much all we got. If anybody is interested in the HOVSCO HOVGTRS, we will have links down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let us know down in the comment section. And
See you on the next one. Subscribe to the channel, pound the like button, and keep coming back.
this is where we're at right now. Why is that so loud?
What do you mean, mugging?
I'm just wondering why that vehicle would be so loud.
Because it's actually a UFO.
Everybody now. Oh, look behind you. You got a little friend.
Jesus is really coming for me.
He was. And here's the red truck again. Hello.
Let's see how it's done, Joe.
Well, I've never ridden this bike in here.
Like, it matters.